Welcome back, baseball fans. Summer 69-72 carryover league, and we have a developing story in the American League Midwest, and that would be the travels of the Milwaukee Brewers, who technically at one point weren't even the Milwaukee Brewers, the Seattle Pilots. This was supposed to be a cakewalk for the Twins, and it's turned into a nightmare. But even with that being said, let's look at the standings first thing, because it's rather interesting, this really competitive division. So the Twins were in first place before the series started, but they were just a half game ahead of the White Sox and Royals. Looky down here now. The last place team, the Milwaukee Brewers, are 0 games. That's because they're in first place now. What's happened is the Brewers have won 3 straight games and gone from being a game and a half out of last place to being a game and a half ahead of the Twins and a game ahead of the White Sox and Royals. And that's because of 3 straight wins, and the Brewers are doing it by being the front runner, grabbing an early lead. Let's take a look at Game 1. Game 1, they sent 10 guys to the plate, scored 4 times off a Jim Cott, and held on to win this game 5-4. And you're thinking, well, it's a good baseball game. It's 5-4. You know, that happens. A bad first inning. Then in game number 2, first inning, this time it's Joel Horland for the Twins. And they send 11 guys to the plate and score 6 times. This game gets even more out of hand, and it's 11-2 Milwaukee. So you're thinking, my goodness, when things go back to Minnesota, the Twins have to right the ship. So what happens in the first inning of game number 3? Well, progress for the Twins is that Milwaukee only got 3 runs in this first inning. But they got 3 more in the second, and it was 6-0, 8-0 into the 5th, and you get the idea, folks. Milwaukee Brewers are just on a roll. A front-running team. Oh, by the way, Jim Fregosi went 5 for 5 in this game. He rolled his 2 column, then he rolled his 2 column, then he rolled his 2 column. Then he rolled his 2 column, then he rolled his 2 column. 2-5 is homer 1, fly ball the rest. So he rolled 2-6 through 2-9 5 times in a row. He went 5 for 5. Plug that into your little calculator and let me know how often that happens. Go ahead, take a moment. Any event, let's see what's happening here in a game 4 must-win for the Twins. I mean, their season, again, this division is really competitive and it's fun. It's a fun division. Everybody is right here, and it's going to be a fantastic finish to see who takes it. It's just a little disappointing that the Twins have not dominated and run away with this thing. But they certainly are still considered the favorite, I would guess. But something has to start now. They will have 4. It's a battle of aces in game 4. And if the series were to go 7 games, they would meet up again. So for Milwaukee, it's their ace, Marty Patton, taken in this last draft, an early round draft pick. I think he was a first or second rounder. Versus, for the Twins, Bert Blyleven, a very young Bert Blyleven. His rights were acquired in the offseason in a big trade with Portland, in which the Twins sent 20-game winner Jim Perry over to Portland to create a roster spot for Blyleven. So, never thought this would be an important, series for the Twins, but to get swept 4 straight really derails your progress in a highly competitive division. So they need to win a couple games. Even if they don't win this, even if they don't come back 0-3 and win the series, and that's been done a decent amount of times in my history, they still need to win at least a couple games to make this respectable. So let's get started from home of the Twins, Metropolitan Stadium. Tommy Harper will lead off, and watch out, folks, this first inning, they've yet to go 3 up and 3 down. They've yet to score fewer than 2 runs or 3 runs. Tommy Harper, 2-7 is a K. Mike Hegan, 1-7 is a K. And with 2 outs, it's Fregosi looking for his 6th straight hit. And he does not roll a 2 column. Let's look at Fregosi's card since I brought it up earlier. So yeah, in the last game, he rolled 2-7, 2-8, 2-9, 2-8, 2-7. You know, it was that kind of thing. Here, 1-6 is a strikeout, and uh-oh, does the worm turn? The Milwaukee Brewers went 3 up and 3 down in the first inning. And so that's got to give the Twins some optimism. Cesar Tovar leading it off. 1-8. Let's take a look at Cesar's card. Homer, 1-9 double. It's a double. Rod Carew, 38 is a K. Tony Oliva, 2-3, bounces to third. And Killebrew, 1-6 is a K. Top of 2, Don Mincher, 48 is a K. Jerry McNertney, 57 is a K. And John Briggs, 68 is a walk. So, nobody's put a ball in play yet. Wayne Comer, 35, another walk. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts thus far. Steve Hovley, 58, single one at 18 off Blyleven is a single. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Blyleven. 5 straight strikeouts and then trouble. Ron Tebald, 47 is a K. So, big strikeout there for Blyleven. He has recorded all the outs. Hal King, 48, pops to first. Joe Haig, 2-4, center. Cleo James, 38, single to 1, line out. We go to the third, Tommy Harper. 1-9 is a single. They are going to be aggressive on the bases and steal with the ace stealer, and he is barely going to make it because Hal King, also acquired in the Blyleven trade, is a +2 arm. So if you have a good throwing catcher, he's thrown out. But Harper slides in safely. Mike Hegan, 47, is a K. Jim Fregosi, 35, single to 1, and a ball's hit and out is recorded there. 2 outs. Mincher, 45, center C. But Blyleven has 7 strikeouts through 3 innings. Ed Crosby, 1-9, single. Leo Cardenet, 47, K. Chico Cardenas. Cesar Tovar, 1-5, hit by the pitch. 2 on, 1 out for Carew, 57, K. And with 2 outs, Tony Oliva, 58, flies to right. The Twins have never led in this series, and it's still scoreless in the 4th. Jerry McNertney flies to left. Johnny Briggs, let's take a look at John Briggs' card. 1-5, it is gone. He had 21 home runs and 440 plate appearances in 1971 for the Brewers. And once again, the Brewers have the lead in every game. All but 3 innings of the series they've been leading. Wayne Comer, 47, is a K. And Hovley, 110, grounds a second. 8 strikeouts for Blyleven through 4, but he's trailing. Armin Killebrew, 54, flies to right. Hal King, 54, pops to third. Joe Haig, 35, is a walk. Cleo James, 68, is a walk. And with 2 outs and 2 on, it's easy. Ed Crosby, 2-7, is a base hit into center field. Haig, 12 runner, 13, 14 runner. Comer has a -1 arm. I can decide if I want to run or not, and I'm going to take a chance. It's only 1-13, and we got to get something going here, Minnesota. And he gets thrown out on the 16. So, took the gamble. 65% chance of tying the game on that roll. It did not happen. We'll go to the 5th. 1-0. Ron Tebald. 2-6 is a single. Tommy Harper, 66, flies left. Mike Hegan, 37, single, 1-17, lines out on a 20. And Fregosi with 2 outs, center. No strikeouts that inning for the first time. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Before we go to the bottom of the 5th, let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
Going with the yerba mate, however you pronounce that. As you can tell, unfortunately I'm out. That was delicious. All right, bottom of the 5th. It is Chardonnay, Leo, Chico, Cardenas to lead it off. Twins need something. They need our spark. 1-6. Guys at center field. Tovar, Cesar, 56 Ks. And with 2 outs, Carew, 58. Flies to right, folks. Marty Patton dealing today. 3 hits and 3 walks. Nobody has scored through 5. We go to 6. Don Mincher. 35, Don Mincher. Homer 1-3. Fly ball to right, and it's a fly ball to right for a guy who had 25 bombs and 500 plate appearances. McNertney, 412, pitcher. And Johnny Briggs, second. The only one of the game is him. And it's 1-0. Bottom of the 6th. Tony Oliva. 67 is a base hit. Killebrew, 69 is a K. Hal King, 49. Lines to short. Joe Haig, 58. Skies it into right field. Twins need a spark, folks. This could get ugly. It's just a 1-0 game. 7th inning. Wayne Comer leads it off. 58. Double 1-7 off Blyleven is a double. Blyleven is a starter 7. Steve Hubley. 47's a K. Ron Theobald. 412 pitcher. And with 2 outs, Tommy Harper. 58. Same role that started the inning. It's double 1-7. This is a clutch 2-out RBI single, and it's 2-0 Milwaukee. Harper's going to gamble and try and steal again, but this time he rolls a 19 and is finally thrown out. So, with that, thinking about what to do for defense with a 2-0 lead, they actually are going to pull some players here. Johnny Briggs will leave. Harper will go to left. And Bobby Cox will play third base. And there you go. All right, there's one defensive replacement. 2-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Cleo James. 38, single on a 1. Lines out. Cleo James is becoming a liability for the Twins. Ed Crosby, 2-4. Pops to first. Leo Cardenas, 1-6, guys to center. There's definitely a disparity from the top of the order to the bottom. It really pitters out at the bottom here. That was your 7th inning stretch, and the music we didn't bring up. I'll do that now. The Beginning of the End, 1971 LP, band from Jamaica, doing their thing here from 1971. So, there you go. Top of the 8th inning. Blyleven's still in there. He's 2 hits away from breaking, but he is the ace of the squad, and the Twins need something. They are 6 outs away from a rather disappointing turn of their season. Hegan will lead things off here in the 8th inning. 2-11, Skies the center. Jim Fregosi, 38's a walk. Here's Dangerous Don Mincher. 2-6 is a 6-4-3 double play. Nice rebound for Blyleven. All right, 8th inning. Marty Patton with a 3-hit shutout. 4-hit shutout. 6 outs away. And they have electric closer Ken Sanders. Another secret to the Milwaukee success. He is normally their lone all-star in the past few seasons. He has gotten 2-inning saves before. He may not have to. Patton is a starter 8, though, and I don't think I'll let him lose. So he puts 2 guys on. Even with a shutout, I might hook him and bring in the All-Star. So let's see how this goes. In the 8th inning, Mincher, he'll be pulled. Savage will go into center field. So now they can put a 3 in center. Comer left. They can sit Harper. They don't need him to play in the field anymore. And now that it's officially, actually you could bring in a better catching arm if you want. Oh, might as well. Oh, they're going to pull McNertney for Jerry May, so you can't steal. Oh my goodness, 0-arm catcher. Boy, they're making all the right moves here. All the defense is in. Bottom of the 8th, Tovar will lead it off. 4-4 off Patton, third X. This is Bobby Cox. 3-32 at third base. That is an error. All right. Runners being held for Rod Carew. 39 Carew, single dot dot. Let's take a look at that Carew card, too. You're only going to hit 366 with this card. Make hay while the day is young with Oliva, Killebrew, and Hal King. Because if you rely on the bottom of the lineup, you're going to be disappointed. So here's Tony Oliva. Let's take a look at his card before he bats. What a really devastating card. So he hit 337. But if you look at the percentages closely, you'll see 39% versus lefties, which means against right-handed pitchers, he's got single 118 on 3.7. So this is a pretty scary 370, 380 hitter, something like that, against right-handed pitching. So you got runners in the corners, nobody out for Patton. I mentioned about him not losing this game, and I'm going to put the practice in play. The Milwaukee Brewers are saying you're going to have to beat Ken Sanders, a relief 3, who hasn't been needed in this series, who has been to the last 2 All-Star games, to avoid being swept. So it's a cool strategy, even though the dude's throwing a shutout. So, electric closer, there he is. Ken Sanders is going to come on in and try and get a 6-out save with 2 runners on base. And pitch to Tony Oliva here in the 8th. Tony Oliva, 5'10", is catcher's card. And the new catcher, Jerry May, is a 2E3. And that is a foul out, so the runners don't even advance on a 2E3. McNertney was a 2E11, so he could have made an error there. All right, Harmon Killebrew could end this thing or give him the lead with 1 swing. Killebrew, let's take a look at his card before he bats here. Ridiculous. His 69 or 70, what is it? 69 card. Killebrew, 1-5 is a 6-4-3 double play. And that happens, that assist has to go to the catcher on the catcher's card that did not have runners advancing, so that left a double play situation available. A 1-5 is generally a good dice roll. And everything Milwaukee can get to assist them in the upset is happening, folks. So we have a 2-0 game in the 9th. Blyleven, he'll stay in there because all those defensive replacements are coming up this inning and they don't hit very well. So here's Jerry May leading off the 9th. 66 flies a left. Bobby Cox, 312 is a foul to the catcher. And with 2 outs, it's Wayne Comer. 47 is a K. So a complete game for Blyleven, who's scratching his head going, what just happened? It's 2-0. Ken Sanders is 3 outs away from a sweep. And you start with a banger and king, and then it gets worse and worse and worse. The guys on the bench, oh boy. All right. Hal King leading off the bottom of the 9th inning for the Twins. 4-10, pops to short off the Sanders card. Joe Haig, 34, grounds to second. We're still not giving up hope, folks. 2 outs at the bottom of the 9th. The crowd's on its feet. They're going, come on, guys, this is it. Cleo James with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. There you go, 45. Off the Sanders card is a base hit. And it's Ed Crosby with 2 outs. The pitch to Crosby. 3-10 is a fly to right field. That just happened, ladies and gentlemen. The Milwaukee Brewers have stunned and swept the Minnesota Twins 4 straight. This time, they did it with great pitching. Period. Didn't even need to have that front running thing that happened in the last 2 games. And the Twins are in last place in this division with only 1 more series before the All-Star break. Blyleven, complete game loss. 6 hits, 2 runs. They were earned. Walked 3, struck out 10. He had 7 strikeouts in the first 3 innings, though. Ken Sanders, he did it, folks. That 2-inning save for the Milwaukee All-Star. Only gave up a single. Patton gets the win. A 5-hitter, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Doesn't get a complete game though. 1019, 0109, 2606, 310, 36. And what's going on in the standings? Let's go check it out. This division has finished playing its games for this round. And as a matter of fact, there's only divisional games the rest of the way, so we know how many games over 500, win or loss, this division is. And it's pretty good. It's the second best division in the American League behind the American League East. I can kind of show you that when we do a summary here. The Twins, well, it's like the season just started. They're back to 500, 0-0. They're 11-11. Really confused. They're hitting .269, and frankly, that needs to be better. Their team ERA is 4.43. That needs to be better. I want to mention Tony Oliva because he has 8 homers, which is really good, but he had 7 of those after the first 5 games when he just had a torrid start. Then he kind of cooled. 11-11. Now, the Brewers are 12-7 with at least 8 members of that 1969 Seattle Pilot team on their roster. They're actually hitting .260, but it's a 3.16 team ERA, aided by drafting Marty Patton, Jerry Royce, and Gene Brabender, who are not very good at all, are 6-0. So they're pitching over their heads right there. Of course, Ken Sanders is untouchable as a closer. That'll help a lot. And they are 12-7. For the year, we've played 343 games, hitting .262 with a 3.98 ERA. Let's resort the standings in the American League Midwest. Take a look at what's going on now after. It wasn't a good day to be a Twins fan. There, the worm turned. So there it is. Worst to first, first to worst. Twins are still very much alive in it, but they gotta dominate and win the next series. And I think they play the White Sox. And they're a game behind them, right? So the Twins should be able to, they gotta beat the White Sox up pretty much in the next series. The Brewers will play the Royals. Same kind of thing. So the Twins and Royals right here were supposed to be the top 2 dogs, and the Brewers and White Sox are supposed to be the bottom two dogs. And that's what's going along in the American League Midwest. When you look at the combined games over 500 in this division, it's +9. 5 + 2 + 2. They're 9 games over 500, taking it out on the rest of the league. The best division is here. The American League East is 9, 15 over 500. That's a combined 24 games over 500. And then you have this division where everybody's under 500 except for Ohio at 500. And then here, the Angels have a nice lead, but the bottom of the division's sagging. And the American League has also picked up 7 games on interleague play over the National League. So that's kind of a summary. At this point, hope you're enjoying the 4-year carryover league. We'll see you next time.